they call upon a guy called Praathikaami. Before they call upon him, Vidura talks. Vidura stands up and he condemns everything. He tells Dhritarashtra to act on it. Now is the time. If you are not going to talk now, you are going to be responsible for the downfall of your own sons. I'm warning you, this is your last chance to protect your sons and protect your future generations. Do something. They are calling this lady as Dasi, as a servant, which she is not and which she will never be in her life. Calling your daughter-in-law, who is like Lakshmi Devi of your family, who has come to your family to give you more children, to take your family further. If this is the kind of treatment you're okay with to give it to your daughter-in-law, all of Kaurava dynasty, Kuru dynasty, is only going to go and knock the doors of hell. So wake up now. This is your last chance to act upon it. But Duryodhana says, yeah, I know. Was there any one event in the entire life? Was there one situation where you spoke, where you felt happy when we were on the winning side? Never. You have a very bad reputation of not supporting us and always supporting Pandavas. I know about you. Better you sit down. Don't talk about it. He also goes on to say things like, you are here in our kingdom eating our food, one second, but always praising the other party, praising our competitors or our enemies. So that is your adini niti ante that is your nature, that is your inherent quality, that is the kind of person you are. You are a very it's like you know the comparison he makes. If I'm getting a cobra inside my house and trying to give it milk and trying to pet it, is it ever going to turn into a pet? No, right? At some or the other point, it is going to come and bite you. You are that kind of a person. And my dad, he doesn't know nothing. And he got you and put it in our court. And this is the status today. You're talking against your own throne. And then Vidura stays quiet. And at this point, Bhishma is thinking, Vidura attempted. And he got this kind of treatment. If I say something, this is exactly what is going to happen to me. And if I really go and stand in support of Pandavas, a war will erupt right now and everybody will die. So just to protect his own family, everybody is his grandsons, right? All the 100 Kauravas are his grandsons and 5 Pandavas are also his grandsons. He knows for the fact that Kauravas are on the wrong side and are not under adharmic. But at the end of the day, they are all his own family and his own grandkids. How do your grandparents treat you? They don't show difference between you and your brother just because your brother is more demanding or more this thing, right? They treat you equally. Same is the status of Bhishma. It's very, very easy to question the character of Bhishma in this episode, but I'll talk in detail about what happens. Bhishma doesn't speak up at this moment. And then Duryodhana calls upon a guy called Praathikaami. Praathikaami is a person who's an internal messenger. So because they had elaborate palaces, right? If you had to send message from one palace to other palace, they used to use people like these, servants like these to send the messages. So he calls upon Praathikaami and he asks, Draupadi has become a servant to all of us. Go to the palace and bring her here. He says that. Give it to auntie.
So in the beginning of this game, you mentioned that there are came to watch this game, dice game. So now you are saying that go call to.
No, they went back to, they offered prayers, they said namaste and all of that, then they went back. Only Gandhari is in this scene. In the court, there is only Gandhari. All the daughter-in-laws went back. Okay. Now, Praathikaami comes and Praathikaami is instructed, right, to go and bring Draupadi into the court. He goes to the palace and he tells, I mean, it's very, very unusual for a male servant to be entering the palace of a queen or palace of any of those princesses or queens or anything. Draupadi is taken aback looking at Praathikaami. how can this guy enter my palace? So he senses that there is something seriously wrong going on. She's a very smart lady. So Praathikaami says, your husband, he is sent as a messenger, right? He needs to just convey the message of the king. The message from the king or the crown prince is that your husband has become an addict to the game of dice, and he has put you as a pawn and he lost you. So you're technically the servant of Kauravas, and you're now supposed to come and take the instructions from the Kauravas. So please come along with me. Draupadi says, are you out of your mind? Who are you talking about? You're talking about my husband, Dharmaraja, who can go to any extent to protect Dharma. And you're telling me that he has pawned me in a game of dice and he lost me. Okay, fine. You're saying this, right? Okay. I have a question. Go and get an answer for this. This is a very, very famous statement. A lot of movies have this dialogue also, and this is from Nannaya Bharata. She says, Tannodi nannodena, nannodi tannodena. It is like a chicken and egg problem. So what it means in English is, did he lose himself first or did he lose me first? Go and get an answer for this. Praathikaami is like, how does it matter? They lost you. Like, go and get an answer for this. Go and ask my husband. Have him, not anybody else. Have him answer for this. He goes and Raja, I called her, but she's like, I don't know. It's a very complicated question she asked. This is what she asked. Did he lose himself first or did he lose me first? Duryodhana is not even paying attention because the nasha of that winning, nasha ante emantaru? Mattu. I don't know what it is. Nasha means like if you have liquor, you become disoriented, right? If somebody is having a lot of alcohol, after a certain time, they don't know what they're talking about. They become disoriented. So Duryodhana's state of mind is he's disoriented in his head right now. He's not even paying attention to what is happening. That's a very important question, by the way. So he says, what? I told you to do something. You're my servant. You're supposed to do this. I don't care about Draupadi's questions. She is my servant. She is supposed to come here. Ask her to summon her to me right at this moment. And let her come, and she can only ask her husband what it is. Okay? Do that. Then Praathikaami again goes, and Praathikaami is worried now because she's a queen, right? She's like, she goes and tells Draupadi that Viparita kale viparita buddhi. So the time of when you're running out of your time, your thoughts are also like extreme. So Duryodhana is going through these kind of extreme thoughts. Duryodhana is going through these kind of extreme thoughts, and the situation has come to this point. So he is asking you to come to the court and get an answer from your own husband by yourself. Then she says, then also, in the meantime, what Dharmaraja does is, Dharmaraja sends a message to Draupadi. And that message is that he is asking Draupadi to come to the court and stand in front of your father-in-law. Maybe the situation will calm down because he's thinking that if a woman who's a daughter-in-law comes into this court and stands like this, then their uncle will feel ashamed, right? They have dragged their own daughter-in-law into a court, so he should feel ashamed. In any sane person would feel so, and Dharmaraja thinks that things will come under control. So he tells her, it's okay, come to the court. But then she denies, she doesn't go. And then she sends Praathikaami, I need an answer to this. Without getting an answer to this, I'm not coming anywhere. Go to hell. I'm not coming anywhere. Convey this to your Raja. Convey this to your Duryodhana. And then he goes back and then there is a conversation again happening there, and then Duryodhana is mad and he's again asking Praathikaami to go. So Praathikaami says, okay, please tell me what is the message that I should convey to Draupadi. Because he's worried. He's a very minuscule person in front of Draupadi and Pandavas and everybody. So he doesn't want to do it because he knows they are sane people. He already said that these people mind, they're not in their good state of mind, right? So it means that he's on the side of Pandavas. He empathizes the situation of Draupadi. So he says, what should I tell her? Then Duryodhana gets so irritated and he says, you are a mandabuddhi. You're so dumb. I know that you're good for nothing. You stay back. Dushasana, you go and bring her into the court. So then Dushasana raises from his seat, and when he is walking in the court, his eyes are red and he's drunken with power. He's so arrogant, and then he's calling names to Draupadi. He's saying that Draupadi is our dasi now. He is mocking Pandavas, and then he walks away and he goes into the palace of Draupadi.